The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Timberwolves have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Thunder. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
This series for the Western Conference title has been hotly contested. Game 4 tonight could see it tied up 2-2 or take us to a lopsided 3-1. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. You look at Minnesota, they've grabbed 2 of the first 3 games. Now they have a chance to go up 3-1 here at home.
And that's a chance they have to take. As the lower seed, once you've stolen home court advantage, you do not want to give it back.
Now here's McDaniels. And stolen by Holmgren. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Here's Conley. Missed inside. McDaniels, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Goes up on the wing. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Conley passes to Randle. Drops in the 3.
When you have Randle on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's McDaniels. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. Shoots over Randle. Hartenstein, no good. McDaniels with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Dort against Edwards. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Randle on the screen. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Blocked by Gobert. Outside McDaniels, driving inside. And here's Edwards outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort for 3. Randle pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards, a pass to Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Here's the three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Williams passes to Caruso. To snap to Cold Street. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Edwards on the take. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Timberwolves trail. Now Edwards. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
From the high post. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
McDaniels finds Conley. Randall with it. Outside Edwards. He takes it in, and the shot's good. Edwards got his second bucket on the night.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Holmgren with a screen on Conley. Williams in the post. McDaniels covering. Williams' shot is good.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Conley passes to Edwards. And he drives in, hitting his third shot in 7 looks.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Gilgeous-Alexander, perfection with the jumper from the elbow. 9 points in the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Shot is good by Edwards. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
That'll be a 5-second call. Oklahoma City trailing. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Edwards. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. On the wing, Caruso. DiVincenzo covering. Wiggins with it. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota's shooting has been good, 54% on this one. Edwards looking it over. Here's DiVincenzo driving to the basket. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Caruso outside. Wiggins outside. Caruso outside. Clock at 4. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Caruso misses.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Outside, Alexander Walker. With the drive, up and in on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Holmgren finds Williams. Now here's Joe. DiVincenzo covering. Caruso outside. There's the triple. Offensive board. Here is DiVincenzo. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
DiVincenzo with a steal. Edwards, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Joe. Here he goes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First one falls for him. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's DiVincenzo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ingles from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ingles got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Williams. Dort outside. Pass to Joe. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Holmgren against Ingles. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night here. And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Joe. The free throw drops for Ingles. Under trail by 8. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Off target with the 3. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
Now here's Williams. Dort left side. Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Pure from 3-point range. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
Randall a screen on Caruso. Ingles finds Randall. Count it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, takes the 12-footer and hits it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Pass to Randall, right side McDaniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. To the middle, and stolen by Williams. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Caruso. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Randall, good.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Drains the triple. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game, and the 3-pointer goes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Kept alive. Randall. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Timberwolves. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason. They need to stay on their A game.
And the most important games are often the toughest games to close out, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
That we will. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. Julius Randle has been sensational.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Dort. Back to Williams. Randle with a steal. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Gobert. His first shot coming late. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And it's Holmgren missing. Minnesota leading by 9. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Gobert, no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good. Finishing.
Head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coaches challenging, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Conley, still without a bucket. The kick out to Edwards. Outside Conley, beyond the arc. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
And Chris Finch has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Randall on the screen. Conley passes to Randall. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Now here's Hartenstein. No made baskets yet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Randall a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. Williams misses. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Edwards. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Dort. Here's Williams. And it's good for 2. Williams has got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in the quarter.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Edwards, the pass to Conley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Thunder trail by 8. Now here's Williams. He's got 9. And Williams punches it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Thunder trail by 8. Pass to Holmgren. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's time for the next game. If you see a couple of big
some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for Anthony Edwards, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Williams. Here's Alexander Walker. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. DiVincenzo's got his second basket of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. That's to Holmgren. Launches it. Minnesota with a rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Clark. 4 on the clock. Hits a three-pointer. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Holmgren against Randle. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren, the pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. And it's Clark in at the 4-man spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. And there's the drive. Here's Reid. Some solid defense from Williams.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And they're pushing it up. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Williams. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Williams. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clark with a screen on Williams. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Clark. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
For 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. Clark for 3. Clark's got 5 points in the quarter.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Williams. There's the drive. That shot missing. Nice D from Reid. The Timberwolves lead by 14. DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First one falls, and the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And he can't hit the second.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Conley. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Now Edwards. Back to Conley. Fires for three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder trail by 11. Up and over Conley. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Thunder trail by 10. Dort for three. Knocks down the triple.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Randall. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. Edwards. Oh, man.
Punch, that one.
Bad intentions.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Can't hit from the elbow. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Conley. Randall outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Anthony Edwards reins one in.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's guarded by Conley. Holgren with a screen on Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And that's going to end things here in Game 4. A terrific outing and a big-time conference finals win for the Timberwolves.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Julius Randle.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert with a screen on Dort. Edwards for three. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, he buries it. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's reveal our player of the game, Julius Randle.